Hey everybody, it's Crystal, and today is May 17th, and I wanted to just get on and do a little bit of an update, tell everybody how I'm feeling, apologize to everyone for not getting back to my comments. Work has been absolutely stressful, more stressful for me than it has been in like 2 years. So it's just so weird how it's all happened right at this time. I said on Facebook last night on one of my comments, I just said, you know, my IVF has gone smoothly. I mean, really, it has gone fantastically. But it's been a magnet for everything at work to go wrong. I've lost 3 employees, four employees total, really. And it has, of my staff members, I have 12 staff members. And so it's just been a very difficult time for me at work, and and basically it all started the week that we sorry, my leg itches. The week that we started our Lupron shots, it may have been the day of, I think it was like the day of or the day after that I started Lupron. We fired our employee. We had to. It was one of those things, and ever since then it's been a domino effect. And like I said, now I've lost 3 more employees, and so it has directly affected my life in a way that I was not expecting during IVF, and I just don't even know what to say. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It is getting better. I hired an employee. I've got another one I'm going to see today and hopefully hire them. And then I have 2 more that I'm going to see this weekend and hopefully hire them for our nighttime position. Because basically I did fill our nighttime position, the one that originally we lost. And last Saturday I came into work and this person was sitting there and she said, you know, it was a great opportunity, but I'm not coming back. So she just quit right there on the spot, and it was a Saturday, our busy time. Our weekends are huge busy. I work at a hotel. I'm a manager at a hotel, so it was just the most shitty timing. Excuse my language. Shitty timing. So that morning, I went outside, walked down to the end of the corner, and sat on the bench and cried like a crazy woman. I'm sure anybody walking by seeing me probably thought someone in my family died, because I just had tissues in my hand and I was just bawling my eyes out, like, how could this get any worse? How could it get any worse? So that happened, and then I called my boss and we talked about it, and he calmed me down and let me know that, you know, this is just a cloud in the sky, Crystal. He always tells me when I have problems to imagine them as clouds above me, and to imagine that one day I'm going to be looking up and that cloud is going to be way far out there, and it's, you know, I'm going to laugh and go, ha ha ha, you know, remember when that dark gloomy cloud was over me and it was so stressful? Well, my cloudy sky has been extremely cloudy. But you know, it is work, it's my life, and it does come first. I have to have this job, and so I have to do what it requires of me, even if it makes me want to cry. But like I said, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Hopefully I will soon have my staff I will fully be staffed soon again with people who want to work and want to stay and want to make money. So yeah, last night was probably the peak of my frustration. Yesterday was very busy at work. I didn't have one of my other staff members with me, so she had to leave early for whatever reason, and I got my ass handed to me. It was so busy, and I just needed to do so many things, and it was so busy, and I was so stressed. I was really so stressed. So that at the end of the night, when I got off work, and I could feel it all day bubbling up inside of me, but I get off work and I'm walking to my car and I look on my phone and I see from another employee that they may or may not be able to work because of this illness or sickness or whatever is going on. And I just lost it. I'm walking to my car once again and I'm bawling my eyes out. And actually at this point, like, I'm hyperventilating. I'm walking and I'm just like, you know, I'm so stressed that I feel like my brain is gonna explode. So I cried my whole way to the car. Got in the car, cried the whole way home, got home. Josh was already in bed. He was waiting. He was awake and waiting for me, but the lights were out, and so he was in the other room. And so as soon as I opened the front door, he was like, Grito. That's what he calls me. And so I went to the back bedroom, and I just crawled into bed, threw my purse on the floor, crawled into bed, and cried and cried and cried and cried. So, and he was amazing. He was very sweet. He didn't like bombard me with, oh my God, why are you feeling this way? You need to calm down, blah, blah, blah. He just was like, I'm so sorry, and I love you, and he just wrapped his arms around me and let me cry and let me have it out, and it was really sweet. And he told me, you must be feeling emotional. And last night I was like, this is not emotion. This is stress. You know, I just was, it was, like I said, it was the peak of my emotional breakdown that I had been building up for the last week. So yeah, but I have to say this morning I've woken up and I feel lighter. I feel fresh. I feel like I guess I just needed to cry last night. I needed to release all the frustration and stress, you know, and I just kept saying to myself, I was so upset. I was like, I'm so stressed out at work. If this IVF doesn't work, I know it's because of that, blah, 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 blah. I just was so negative last night, but I feel positive today. So I'm going to take that and run with it. You know, I can't help the way I felt yesterday, but I can change the way that I feel today. And so yeah, I just, and people, for anybody who's sent me a message or has been waiting for a response for my YouTube comment, this is why I have not been online, is because I have just been so overwhelmed with work and everything else going on in my life right now that I'm like here and there when I get a couple minutes, I try to get on there and I try to comment back to a couple people. And I know you all understand, but it made me feel really bad. I felt like people were thinking, oh, now that she's gone, now that she's gone and done IVF, you know, she doesn't care about anybody else. And that's not how it is. So just please bear with me. Now, as far as how I'm feeling, I am feeling really well. Outside of work and stress and all of that, I am feeling really good. Yesterday I started to feel really anxious about the results and how this is all going to turn out, and it started to weigh on me a little bit. But today, this morning, I feel refreshed, I feel energized, and I feel good. I'm feeling positive about it. A couple nights back, I guess the day after the transfer, I think I was feeling like implantation cramping. I don't know if that's what it was, but I had some cramping in my uterus that was not like my ovaries or anything like that. I could feel something going on down there. So fingers crossed. As far as other symptoms, I haven't really had anything. I did have one weird symptom the other night that I don't normally have, and that was a nighttime insomnia. I usually can sleep fairly well and don't have too much trouble going to bed unless my hours are off or something like that. But this was normal bedtime for me, and I had gone to sleep, and I woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning to go pee, and then I was wide awake. And I remember feeling like that, and when I was pregnant in 2011, I remember right before taking my pregnancy test a couple days before, I had that feeling. Like 3 nights in a row, I just could not sleep. I was laying there wide awake. I was exhausted, but I couldn't go to sleep. So I felt that. I've had breast tenderness. The breast tenderness that I was feeling, I think, was mostly due to either the progesterone or the HCG trigger shot. Because I noticed that my breasts were really tender, and then as the HCG, I think, left my system, it kind of lessened. But I still have some tenderness there, and my nipples are a little tender. So I'm not putting like a whole lot of stock into those feelings because a lot of that could be the progesterone. So I don't know. But I do feel, I don't know, I feel a little bit different. I don't want to go out there and say, I'm pregnant, because I don't know yet. But I am trying to feel really hopeful about it. I'm feeling really good about it. So yeah, that's it, people. I'm feeling good, trying to stay positive and not go crazy from work, and that's it. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, I think that's it. So I'll get on here and do, I think the next video you're going to see from me is going to be a test video. I'm off Monday, and so is Josh, and so I don't like to wait for beta. I like to do it a couple days before, just so I know. And I have to work on Monday or Wednesday, which is my beta day. So I'm already preparing myself. If for some reason it doesn't work, I can't go to work. I will be devastated, and I will have to stay at home and cry all day. So that's why I'm going to test on Monday. So yeah, people, that's it. Love you all. Send me questions and love if you need or want, and I hope you're having a great day. Bye. Okay, I did want to add just a couple things. I just rewatched my video and I realized that I left a couple things out. So I just wanted to say like what I've been doing since the transfer to help implantation. And you know, I had totally planned, sorry, my hair. I had totally planned, I wanted to do the pineapple, I wanted to do the raspberries. Actually, I have been eating some raspberries at work. But I wanted to do all those things that everybody does, like Jess, Kyle and Jess. I think that's what Jess and Kyle, something like that. Anyways, she made the video of, you know, successful tips for, or tips for successful IVF. Some things that she did, like eating Brazilian nuts and all of that stuff. And I haven't done any of it. Work has been so crazy that I haven't had a chance to do any of it. But I'm not feeling bad about it. I did, like I said, I've been eating some raspberries at work. She said she ate those. I have been keeping my feet warm. At night I've been wearing socks, and when I get home I usually always take my shoes and socks off and just run around the house with bare feet. But I have been keeping socks on my feet to keep my feet warm and so that my circulation is good. Another thing that I've been doing is every single morning I eat 2 hard-boiled eggs. And honestly, the reason that I've been doing that is because I didn't want to get the OHSS, the ovarian hyperstimulation syndrome. And I read online that, you know, sodium and, you know, Gatorade, basically, Powerade, whatever you want to call it, and protein. So, and I had read on one site that hard-boiled eggs are really good for that. So, basically, even before the transfer, a couple days before, I started eating 2 hard-boiled eggs every single morning with salt. So, I've been doing that, and every single morning I drink, it's like a juice. It's like kind of like an organic, natural berry type juice with raspberries and blackberries, I think. So I've been drinking a glass of that every day, and then I have my other juice that I drink, which is like a green mix of like apples and spinach and all kinds of other yummy stuff. So I drink a glass of that as well in the morning. So those are just some little things that I've been doing to try to help this process along. And I also have been continuing to take my vitamins that we were taking during the IVF process. I have not transferred over to prenatals yet, but I'm still taking like the hardcore, big, huge, like 6-pack vitamin that we were taking, like I said, during the IVF process. And I am taking a fish oil every day. I'm taking a baby aspirin. And I'm continuing to take my estrace as directed by my doctor, and then the 2 treatments of progesterone vaginally daily. Gross. I saw last night that Shelby, I think Shelby Wright, was talking about having to do the progesterone, and oh, honey, I agree with you. It is nasty. It's gross. I mean, granted, I am lucky I'm not having to stab myself in the ass with a needle like this long, because I feel bad for the ladies out there who are having to do their progesterone shots, but the suppositories are not fun either. It is so disgusting. I mean, I don't want to go into detail, so if you've done it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't done it and you want to know, just ask me. I'll send you a little message and tell you all about it. It's gross. Let me just tell you, it's nasty. So yeah, I think that's it. Sorry I had to add this last little part, but I watched the video over and I was like, oh, I didn't include those things. And I really felt like I wanted to include what I've been doing to help everything along. So, but yeah, that's it, everybody. I hope you all have a great day. And you know, there's a lot of people out there right now that are doing the IVF process, and I got my fingers crossed for each and every one of you ladies. I have some of you guys, I've been watching your videos and I haven't commented yet, but I have been watching because I'm stalking, I'm stalking you guys. I'm just sending out massive, massive hope and love to everybody today. Anyways, have a great day. Bye.